The Spotlight with your hosts, Kerry Douglas and Jeff Will. Tonight's guest, gospel legend and multiple Stellar Award nominee Reverend Luther Barnes and Chicago choir leader Kenny Lewis. We catch up with Jojo Martin and meet the emerging choir man Derek McDuffie and newcomer Nia Allen. Now, your hosts, Kerry Douglas and Jeff Will.
Hiding your word, you know it's true. Stand still.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to another week, another edition, another episode of us getting right back here in the spotlight. It's your guy, Jeff Will, and hey, we just kicking it tonight. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Friday. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have an awesome time. Listen, we have so many amazing guests coming on tonight. Listen, we got Jojo Martin coming up. We got Luther Barnes, Kenny Lewis, Nia Allen, and Derek McDuffie. You do not want to miss this. Listen, this is what I need everybody to do. This is what I need you to do. I need you to tag everyone on your friends list. Tag everyone on your friends list right now. Listen, it's going up in a major way. You do not want to miss this. Listen, now, I got to tell you a couple of house rules now. You know, we got house rules now. Now, listen, I need you to text gospel to 39970. That's 39970. So you can be updated on all gospel news, everything Black Smoke. Listen, anything you want to know that's gospel, you'll be updated on it. Listen, everybody, listen to me. Everybody, I need you to go ahead and tag everybody you know on. It's going to be an action-packed night. Tag them right here. Tag them right here. Listen, I want to know where you're from. Go ahead and put your city on the screen. Go ahead, type it. Let's get it. Now you already know what time it is. It's the spotlight. Yes. Yes, sir. That made me want to bounce right there. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're kicking it with Jeff Will right here on the spotlight. And I love it. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? I see Barbara from Temple Hills, Maryland. What's going on, Barbara? How you feeling? Yes. Y'all doing the doggone thing. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all let me know where you're from tonight. Let me know where you're from. Now, listen, we are streaming on Facebook. We are streaming on IG. We're streaming on everywhere that's social now, so you got to tell us now. Let us know where you're from. Yes, we're on YouTube. It's going to be an action-packed night, y'all. I'm telling you. I guarantee you. Let me see where y'all from. Let me see where you're from. Let me go ahead and say. And you know we got that bop in the background. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell y'all, we are giving away a whole lot of stuff tonight. Do you hear me? We are giving away shirts. We are giving. Listen, I ain't gonna give everything away. You got to watch the whole time to see what's gonna happen. Yes. Listen, it's Jeff Will on the spotlight. This is what I need you to do. Let's go ahead and go into a recap, and we'll be right back here. Let's do it.
Here's what happened last week on the spotlight. Jeff Will, take it away.
Will do. Welcome back, everybody, to the Spotlight. It's your guy, Jeff Will. Listen, we just checking on you to make sure you're good tonight. Listen, it's going to be an action-packed night. Listen, you know it's Memorial Day weekend. Listen, I'm just getting you right. Y'all already know y'all going to be playing them spade games and these taunt games and all that type stuff. But, you know, we got to kick it off in a major way with the Spotlight. Listen, that was our recap. It was so awesome last week. When I tell you it was just awesome, it was awesome. Listen, if you want to watch the last episode from last week, all you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want you to go to Mr. Kerry Douglas's YouTube channel so you can see all the episodes from all the past so you can get caught up all the way to right now. Listen, I think it's time. To bring up our first guest. Listen, it's time to bring up our first guest into the spotlight. Listen, this is what we're going to do. Listen, this man right here is a dynamic singer, dynamic singer, and I know he got a story to tell, and you do not want to miss this. Tag everybody, tell them to get on, because listen, coming up to the spotlight right now, we got none other than Jojo Martin.
What's up, Jeff? What's going on, man?
What's going, man? Nothing going on with me, man. What's going on with you, Jojo?
Man, I can't complain. Life is good. God is good, man. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Likewise, brother. So, man, how you been feeling during this pandemic? I know the creativity's been rolling and everything. You've been trying to get everything out. I mean, tell me about that process.
Man, this pandemic time has been great, man. I've been in the house to myself, man, taking this time just to get to know me better, and grow up a little bit, work on music, work on my cooking, work on my family. It's been dope for me, man. I can't even explain it.
All right, so what's been one of the dope dishes that you've been cooking during the pandemic now?
Well, trying to do this cookbook, but I did make an oxtail BLT, and it was amazing.
Wait a minute now. You just can't drop that on here. We got to get a sample of this. We got to get a sample of this.
I got you.
Appreciate it. So I've known you to be doing a whole lot of good backgrounds, and I know you from PJ Morton doing backgrounds for him. Can you talk about that experience?
Man, I moved to Atlanta in 2004. One night, my cousin took me to a PJ show at Apache, and I had never heard of him or anything like that. And I was blown away. Never knew that I would be singing background for him. My best friend was on a Glee Club scholarship at Morehouse and couldn't tour. PJ was going on his first tour. He asked me would I fill in, and almost 14 years later, I was doing background for him for the last almost 14 years. So, it's been a journey. I've loved my background vocalist journey. I've learned so much, so many great artists. I've watched them grow in their careers, and I've been a part of that. And so it's been great. I love it, man. It's wonderful.
Awesome. So you are a dynamic singer, powerful. I mean, runs for days. I mean, can run to the store and run back. All I'm saying. So what are your musical influences? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I grew up PK, but we were well-rounded with what we listened to. I was listening to Aretha Franklin, Kim Burrell, Brandy, Dave Hollister. Of course, PJ Morton has influenced me a lot. Fred Hammond, Dawkins and Dawkins are major influences of mine. James Moore. These people that have been just instrumental in the way I hear music and the way I write. Also Commission, the Winans. I mean, it could go on and on. All of these people, my father used to have records, actual records, vinyls, and we would listen to that stuff, and it just shaped who I am musically today, man. And not to mention my parents were singers, and my father still sings to this day, and my mother was our vocal coach. So it was one of them things, man.
Awesome. Listen, I want to park it right there. Can you talk about that legacy, man? Talk about that.
Man, my father, he is from Los Angeles. My mother, their side of the family is from Richmond, Virginia. Everybody is involved in music somehow or preaching. And just to grow up and watch my father go from drums to the piano and watch my mother teach the choirs and stuff and work on us at home. It's 6 of us, 5 boys, 1 girl. I'm the 5th boy. And so there were so many things I wanted to do. I wanted to play drums, but they were on the drums. I wanted to sing, but they were singing. And being that, that far down the chain, it was just like, okay, what can I do? So I jumped on the keyboard and I kept perfecting my singing gift. And before you knew it, I had something they didn't have. So, but the legacy of my family runs super deep.
Awesome. I know I started out this this interview, giving you your intro, and I said you got a story to tell. I know it was a while back to where it was something going on in your health, and everybody was rallying around, coming together, helping you out. Can you talk about that time in that period in your life?
Yeah, man. I have a genetic kidney disease that only my oldest brother, so far that we know of, was carrying. He died when he was 29. And later on in life, I found out that I had the same genetic kidney disease. And, life was good. We were dealing with it. We knew it was there, but it wasn't really damaging all that much. And I was on tour one night and got sick and ended up having to go into the hospital. And that's when they told me I need to go on dialysis, which I didn't do because the doctor, I was in Florida, I didn't have any family. The doctor was not doing a great job of educating me well enough about dialysis and why I had to go on it right then. So I got a doctor back in Atlanta, Black lady, Christian doctor that helped me. And she kept me off of dialysis for 6 months after that. And then I went on dialysis for 5 years. First 2 years, I did dialysis 7 days a week, 9 hours a night. Then after that, I went on for the last 3 years to do dialysis every other day in the clinic at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I still toured, I still traveled, I still pushed and pressed my way. I was out on tour with James Fortune. I was doing dialysis from the hotel room, touring with PJ and Fred Hammond and all. I was doing dialysis from the hotel room. It wasn't ideal, but the strength that I had that God gave me to keep pushing was all I needed, man. It was all I needed. And it'll be 3 years in August since my friend Brittany Ruff, she gave me one of her kidneys. August 17th, it'll be 3 years. Wow. So, man, it's been a journey, but I'm super grateful.
Can you talk about the support along the way, man? Because I know everybody was rallying together behind you, man.
Man, so many people. I mean, so many people came together and donated and helped and prayed for me. I mean, for a while, the government is not built to take care of those that have. And it's really, let me say that the other way. It's not built to take care of those that don't have. So it's like when you see these situations and these programs that are being offered. I was denied disability. I was denied so many different things because of all these different categories that they had. And so the artists and different people around the world, people were giving and sewing and praying for me. And especially after the night of the Kirk Franklin video, that went viral, people were just calling and giving and messaging from everywhere. I was so grateful, man. It kept me all of these years, man.
Absolutely. I mean, that story is amazing, Jojo. So can we talk about this new single, man? Tell us, how did this come about?
Never Left Me Alone. I went to New Orleans with PJ. All of this album was done before I ever went on dialysis. We knew dialysis was coming, but we didn't know when and how long. So we recorded an album in LA. Never Left Me Alone is the only song we have done after the whole process. So it really was a testimony and a reminder. And I was in New Orleans for a week working with PJ to finish the album up. And he said, I have this idea. Went back to the hotel. When I came back the next day, he had written this song, Never Left Me Alone. And it was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted to say. The music is, nothing anybody would have imagined from me, but definitely what draws people into it. I mean, I'm a Kojic kid, I'm a church kid, so we love to shout anyway, but it was something, the lyrics to go along with it. It was worship on top of a different beat that most people didn't believe worship could be. And just to talk about God, how he never left me alone through my journeys in life and everything I've been through, even through the pandemic. He's just never left me alone. So this song wasn't just to tell people about my story, but also to remind them that they've never been alone this whole time as well.
Absolutely. Listen, after that, go ahead and introduce us. We're going to play the video. We got to make this thing live. Go ahead and introduce the single, Jojo.
What's up, everybody? This is my new single, Never Left Me Alone, produced and written by PJ Morton, Morton Records, Ty Scott Records. I hope y'all appreciate it, and I hope it blesses you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Every time I start to doubt, I know you never let me alone. And it seems there's no way out. Oh, I know you never let me alone. When I feel too weak to fight, I know you never let me alone. I know that everything will be alright. Oh, because you never let me alone. Ooh, no, 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 never. No, no, never. No, 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 never. No, no, never. No, you never let me alone. Oh, no, you haven't. When I was sinking deep in sin, you still never let me alone. So grateful for my constant friend. Thank you for never leaving me alone. Ooh, when I was about to lose my mind, I know you never let me alone. You gave me peace and it will be just fine. I know you never let me alone. Oh, never. No, you never, never. I'm so grateful that you never, never, never. You me alone. No, you never have. When the pain was too much to bear, I know you never let me alone. I knew that you would always be right there because you never let me alone. Money was gone, couldn't pay my rent, but no, you never let me alone. But until you the time came and went, oh, you never let me alone.
Y'all, oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Jojo, you still on?
I'm still here.
Man, come on. That's a bop right there, man. That's a bop right there, man.
Thank you.
Never leave me alone. Come on, man. Come on. This is JoJo, man. We appreciate you, man. Where can we find you on all social media accounts, man?
I'm JoJo's Voice on all social media accounts, JoJosVoice. And of course, JojoMartinMusic.com. I'd love to connect.
One more time. Could you leave us with some words of inspiration, JoJo, before you go?
Sure. Words of inspiration. Never give up. Never lose sight. A lot of us are looking for miracles, but really you just need a memory. Look back on what God has done. Check his track record. Never forget that he's never left you alone and he never will. He's more than able and he's always willing. Stand firm on his word. I love you and hang in there.
Everybody, Jojo Martin, go ahead, put some clapping emojis in the comments right now. Jojo Martin, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Y'all, I told you it's going to be an action-packed night. That was JoJo Martin. Listen, that new single, Never Leave Me Alone. I'm going to be playing that. I ain't going to lie. I got to play that on the morning show. That's right. I got a morning show every morning on Gospel Mix Radio, your source for gospel and inspiration. Listen, you got to hear that. It's called the Gospel Mix Praise Party. I'm on every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Listen, you go ahead and check me out on there. Listen. If Kerry was here, I would say he would introduce his gospel mix. So I'm gonna do it for him. Listen, Kerry Douglas has a gospel mix out right now that says the Kerry Douglas Gospel Mix 11. Listen, there's so many amazing artists on there, and I want you to go stream that on all platforms, on all streaming platforms. Go download Kerry Douglas's Gospel Mix 11. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, I need y'all to go ahead and keep on tagging everybody in these comments. Listen, let me know where you're from all throughout the night. Listen, I know Maryland's in the building. I know Virginia's in the building. I know ATL is in the building. And listen, I even saw Miami in the building. That's what I saw. That's what I saw now. That's what I saw. Y'all doing the doggone thing tonight. Listen, I know you can be rocking with anybody else, but I know you're rocking with me on the spotlight tonight. And so I appreciate you. Listen, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. But listen, before we do that, let's go into a commercial. And we'll be right back here on the spotlight. Let's do it.
Kerry Douglas presents. Let's go. It's the Gospel Mix Volume 11 compilation CD. 18 tracks of the biggest radio hits of 2020, like the award-winning Pastor Mike Jr., Demetrius West. Plus, #1 songs from Ernest Pugh and Zacardi Cortez. Also, hear the classics like Greg O'Quinn and Joyful Noise, Ted and Sherry, and new music that moves your soul.
Created to win.
Algernon Wright, Created to Win. Plus, Angela Wilson featuring Molly Music, Winner, and you heard it here first. What will be one of the biggest praise and worship songs of 2021? Lachey Knox, God of Miracles. Kerry Douglas presents Gospel Mix 11. Available in stores and on all digital outlets now. Text GOSPEL to 33970 for music, giveaways, and exclusive content.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to the Spotlight right here. Streaming on Facebook, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Instagram. It's your guy, Jeff Will, holding it down for tonight. Listen, they call me Jeff Will, do it better for a reason. Listen, I am so glad y'all are on tonight. Listen, like I said, keep on tagging everybody. Keep on tagging, keep on sharing. It's an action-packed night. We just had Jojo Martin on. Listen, he just played us a dope single, and we're going to keep the night going. Listen, coming up to the Spotlight right now. You do not want to miss. This is legacy right here. This is come on, this is major right here. Y'all, this man right here is nominated for 3 Stellas coming up. And I mean, they are, man, listen, he has a legacy like none other. I want y'all to go ahead and put your hands together in the comments. Go ahead and make a feel at home. Let's welcome up Luther Barnes.
All right there. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
God bless you, bro. God bless you, Brother Jeff. Yes, sir.
Awesome. How you feeling tonight, man?
I feel good, man. I feel real good. God's been blessing and coming out of this pandemic and ease this mask for just a minute. You know, at least I can walk around and take a walk and that kind of thing. That's real good. And I'm just glad to be alive, Doc. Glad to make it through this thing.
Absolutely. Is that Derek McDuffie at the bottom?
Will you say that now?
No? Okay. All right. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry. But Luther, while we're doing that, Luther, we were talking about your legacy. Can you talk about, the rich legacy that you come from?
Oh, man. I've been churching all my life. My father, Bishop F.C. Barnes, we all know him, rough side of the mountain, recorded back in the 80s. And sort of tagged along with him and learned a lot from him, able to go to college and study music. And come out of college, and he made me the minister of music at the church. And I begged the record company to let me do a little something. And I came out with I'm Still Holding On, So Satisfied, some of the songs back in the day. And the rest is history, man. I'm just happy to be still among those that are recording and putting out music. And glad to be on your show tonight.
Absolutely. When you think about the single So Satisfied and I'm Still Holding On, I mean, when you look back on it, I mean, how does it make you feel that it's still going strong until today?
Oh, it feels great when I do concerts and people sometimes don't remember some of my songs and I start singing. Oh, I know that one. Oh, I know that one too. Oh, yeah, my mom sung that. Oh, I remember that one too. And it just makes me feel good that people can sing along with my music. I can just do an hour show and people just sing along, and that feels real good. It feels great.
Absolutely. When people hear your music, what do you want them to feel, man?
Well, I want them to be inspired and to be encouraged that God is still alive and he's still blessing, and there's a place for you in the kingdom, and that we owe it all to him. I did the song God's Grace, letting people know that it's not our own account that we are here doing great things, but it's God's grace that has kept us and brought us this far. And so I try to remind people of that. And it becomes a testimony of people that say the same thing that I'm saying in my song. They think it's their song, but it's really my song. But they grab onto the testimony of the song, which is wonderful, right, for the masses.
Right. They said we're just gonna trade stories. Don't worry about it. We're gonna testify together.
There you go. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
So
sir.
you have the rich history and you have the songs, that everybody gravitates to. When you think about the stuff that you have today, I mean, from then until now, and you're still having the impact. I mean, how does that feel, man?
Oh, this feels so wonderful, man, because I go way back, Doc. I go back to the Mighty Clouds of Joy and the Hawkins family and Andre Crouch, those old singers back in the day, man. That's what I love. The Williams Brothers, Jackson Southern Airs, Willie Banks and the Messengers. That's the kind of music I love. And I love choir, and I also love quartet. And so I go way back. Swanee Quintet, all those guys, I love them. And so Soul Stairs. And so I'm just happy that what I do can still get some airplay and still get some recognition. I just listened to the testimony of Brother Jojo just a minute ago, and I loved his testimony, how he's persevered through all of that, man. So that's our story. We're still here and still doing God's will through our music.
Absolutely. I always ask a pioneer. I'm gonna call you a pioneer. I got to give you your roses, brother. I got to give it to you. I'm gonna call you a pioneer. What do you think about the renaissance of the choir music coming back right now?
Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. I have my choir is nominated for a couple of Stellars this time around, and so I love choir music, man. I was brought up in the church with choirs, and so it's very, very important in our repertoire of what we do with our music. So I have no problem with the choirs at all. It goes all the way back to James Cleveland, how he got the choirs going and got us stepping, wearing robes and all that, and he brought it out real plainly, and it's still alive today.
Absolutely. So you are nominated for 3 Stellars. I mean, how does it feel being rewarded for the fruits of your labor, man?
It feels wonderful. I'm happy to be a part of what's going on. I think the voters that voted for me, Don Jackson and the Stellar Award Committee, for having such a thing as the Stellar Awards, been going now for 20-some years, and I've been nominated many times. And it always feels good when you're appreciated by what you do, that you can sort of pierce through, and people can say, "Hey, that's worthy of a nomination." So it's not a small thing. And whether I win or not, there's not all that. But I'm just glad to be in the number, and I'm just as proud as I can be of my choir and my church family.
Absolutely. Luther, can you talk to us about your new project coming out?
Well, my new project has been out now for about a year. I actually looked at the heels. It's been out for a minute. They're doing a new song on that right now. You Kept Me. You Kept Me is the latest song that they're sort of pushing right now. And it's a wonderful song that you kept me through all the things in life that I've been through, and I'm still here. And it speaks to a lot of situations that we've been through, death, in our families, sicknesses and trials, and people leaving us, friends, abandoning us and all. But God has kept us through all of that, and we're still holding on to His hand. So this is a wonderful song, and it's getting great airplay now, and I'm happy for the nomination.
If you wouldn't mind, for about the next 2 minutes, can you expand on that? You had a story, so I want to hear yours, brother.
Well, my story, I was always sort of pushed back, you might say, because I was in the shadows of a lot of great singers, great music coming through. But I would always applaud them, always celebrate them, the Shirley Caesars and all the people that are ahead of me. And I still do that right now. I always celebrate them when I'm in their presence. And I wrote a song that says, "For your faithfulness is your time." I went to the Grammys behind this song in 2004. And I found that God had a place for me, that through my faithfulness, by staying in the church, paying tithes, singing in the choir, don't abandon your choir just because you get a little airplay, you get a little famous, and then you're going to leave your church choir. That's not good. Keep a home, honor your pastor, those kinds of things. And that's what has brought me to where I am. And I'll stand on that. I'm a pastor now myself. And God is blessing me tremendously. And so my testimony goes deep, very, very deep. And it's not just a song. It's not just trying to be grand. It's not just trying to be seen, but there's a message in the song and trying to bless someone and promote somebody else's music to go strong.
Absolutely. Listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and play the singer from Luther Barnes. Listen, go ahead and introduce that, man.
Well, I'm not sure which one you're playing. I guess you're playing You Kept Me. Is that the one you're playing?
Sir.
All right.
Yes,
wonderful. It's a beautiful song. You Kept Me. Enjoy it from Luther Barnes and the choir from Restoration Worship Center. God bless you.
Let's do it.
In spite of myself and my failures, my shortcomings and all my flaws, but you still love me. You saw fit to forgive me. Lord, I thought I could take care of myself, but I found out that I needed you. And if it had not been for you, I don't know where I would be right now. There were many times I didn't have money, my finances were all messed up. But I thank you, Lord. You made a way out of no way. Open doors, closed in my face. I had family who misunderstood me. I had some friends to walk away, but you always stood by my side. Always been my God. I went down the wrong road. I messed up real bad. You didn't let me go. And I wonder, is there anybody out there? Are you glad that he kept us alone? Can you wave your hand and give God praise? Can you wave your hand today and give him glory? So grateful. I am so grateful. I'm surely grateful. Surely grateful. I'm grateful today. I am so grateful. Truly grateful. I don't know why you love me so much.
Luther, are you still there? What's going on, man?
Doc. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you,
Man,
sir. Thank you,
y'all,
sir.
that was Luther Barnes with You Kept Me. Listen, can you tell us where to find you on all social media?
Yes. I just put in Luther Barnes Song Ministries, and you get all my history, all my songs, all about my church, and all Luther Barnes Song Ministries. Just type that in, and you got it right there. Amen.
Absolutely. Everybody show some love for Luther Barnes. Luther Barnes.
God bless you, Brother Will.
Yes, sir.
Give Brother Kerry, my Kerry Douglas, give him my regards, and tell him I appreciate him so very much, and love you guys.
Definitely love you too. The love is likewise, brother. Absolutely. Y'all, that was Luther Barnes. Listen, we are having an action-packed time right here on the spotlight. Listen, I need you to tell everybody to get on. Listen, we done got out of a gasdemic. Lord, we got some gas again. God, I thank you, Lord. I thank you here. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty, Lord. I got Jesus. Woo! We gonna keep the night going. Tag everybody right now because listen, we about to keep the night going. Listen, I recently just caught up with a #1 chart topping artist. Do you hear me? Listen, without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to Nia Allen. Listen, I just caught up with her. Let's go ahead and look at that interview right here on the spotlight. Let's do it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Spotlight. Listen, I tell you every time we have some amazing people on, and this is nothing short of it. Listen, the next artist we have in the Spotlight, listen, I don't know where to start. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where to start. Listen, she's a singer, she's an actor, and then I'm gonna get into a whole lot of other accomplishments that she's doing. Listen, she has a project called Every Nation and a hit single called Wait. Everybody, I want you to go ahead and welcome to the Spotlight, Nia Allen. What's going on?
I love your energy. You are on 12 and I love it. I absolutely like you got me hype. I'm like
Listen,
I love it. Thank you so much.
That's every time. That's every time. Listen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this day. I'm here in California, so it's like 11:15 my time, but I'm good. I'm enjoying this day. It's been a great day so far.
Okay, so I'm getting you pumped already. Good. All right, so you're from California. Can you tell us everything about Nia Allen? Who is Nia Allen?
Well, I'm from Ohio. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I lived in Nashville, Tennessee for 9 years. But I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I lived in Nashville, Tennessee, and I currently live in Los Angeles right now. So I've been in LA about 6 years. Nia Allen is a girl who's been singing since she was 5 years old. I love God with all of my heart, soul, and mind. I love to worship. I love to minister to his people. And I'm just excited about this season. It's just been a great season. And I'm grateful for all that God is doing right now. But yeah, I live in LA now. I've been here 6 years and I'm enjoying life in Cali.
Awesome. Now this is what I heard. They say you are a Berkeley graduate now.
Yes.
Come on now. Can you talk about how that just took your craft to another level, just being there?
Yeah, well, my dad is an educator, so he's all about education, and so he was the one who encouraged Berklee College of Music. I went to their summer performance program, and after that, I was hooked. I saw so many students who had that same passion and love for music as myself, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And even honestly, to this day, some of my greatest friendships and relationships are from my time that I spent at Berklee. So I'm grateful I will always have a love and just grateful heart towards my time at Berklee. You learn a lot of the biggest thing I gained from Berklee, obviously, is the education, the discipline, but also great relationships that are lasting even to this day. Some of my best friends was from my time at Berklee. So I love it. Yeah, it was a great time.
Oh my goodness, just awesome. That is just awesome. Listen, Can you talk about the purpose going into the Every Nation Project? How did that come about?
Yeah, so I did a recording a couple years ago here in Los Angeles at a church called Hope's House Christian Ministries. I had just graduated from school. So I've been in Cali 6 years. School is what moved me out here. I went to Azusa Pacific University. I was kicking and screaming. I was not trying to be in school all my life, but I received my doctorate of ministry from APU out here. And so that's what moved me out here. And my emphasis was on worship and racial reconciliation in the church. So after school, I was like, okay, songs began to come. And one of the first songs that came was a song called Every Nation. It's rooted in Revelation 7:9. It's a depiction of what worship will look like in heaven, every nation, tribe, and tongue. And so that's just, God has just given me a heart for diversity and encouraging racial unity as it relates to race within the body of Christ. And so that was a heart of that song. That was a heart of that night. I was very intentional that night. We recorded at Hope's House. It's a predominantly Black congregation, but I was very intentional about inviting my white, Latina, Asian friends and just kind of all of us coming together. And it was a powerful night. God met us there. We did about 10 songs, but on this EP, you'll hear about 6. And Wait was one of the songs that we did that night. And that night, it was hard to let it go, but Wait was definitely one that kind of encouraged people that night. So yeah.
Awesome. Now, before I get into Wait, you let me come on here and not acknowledge the doctors, not call you Dr. Allen. Listen, I have to put respect on this.
I use it when I need to. Like I use it only when I need. Like, cause I served as an adjunct professor at APU this past semester, and I use it when I need to. I try to I'm like, just call me Nia, and but I use it when I need to. In that academic setting, it's definitely Dr. Allen. it holds a little more weight in that. So yeah, it's definitely Dr. Allen.
So we have to put respect on the title now. This is Dr. Allen now, Dr. Nia Allen. I feel like I need to go all the way back now. Sure.
You're fine.
So you were talking about Wait. How did that single come about?
I've been singing Wait for a long time. I wrote it with my dad. As I mentioned, I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And so I wrote that song many years ago with my dad in Ohio. It's a song that I've been singing for a long time, many years. And throughout the years, it's a song that it just seemed to, no matter how long I have sung it, in any different churches, it just always ministered to the hearts of people. And so when I did this live worship album, I was like, you know what? I want to do a live version of Wait. And so that's how it happened. I wrote the song. It was birthed out of a time when I didn't know what to do. I was in the midst of making a decision. I was walking down the street and I was like, Lord, I don't know what to do. Lord, help me to wait on you, help me to wait on your timing and wait on your way. And that's literally the songs, just the lyrics just begin to drop in my spirit. I put them on a voice memo, went to my dad in Ohio, and we recorded a studio version. And then I decided to do a live version. And that live version is what you're hearing many years later. But Wait is a song I've had to live out. I'm still living it out. And so, yeah, so when you hear it, it's coming from a real and honest place. But that's how the song came about.
All right, so you seem like you're so down to earth.
Yeah.
So it comes out. And then we start hitting the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell me about the exact moment when you found out you were #1 on the chart.
Yeah, well, first of all, I've never been on the charts before, and so just even being on Bill or on the charts, period, I was like, what in the world, you know? But I'm grateful for my team. I thank God for Rich Nation Entertainment. I thank God for Louis Cortez Group, Cortez Harris, who's extremely instrumental in the song doing as well as it did at radio. I thank God for gospel programmers and radio announcers just for their support of the song. But yeah, I've never been on Billboard before, so to see it constantly rising from week to week and then finding out that it was #1, I was just like, I'm still trying to process it, to be honest. It's a bit surreal. It's my first time, and so I'm like, it's surreal. I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm excited, I'm humbled all at the same time. And so yeah, that's just an honest answer, honest place of where I'm at. I'm grateful for my team. I could not have done it without them, so I'm grateful. You need a team, you need a strong team of people. So
y'all heard that? Y'all need a team. You need a strong team of people.
You can't do it by yourself. You can't. Well, nah, you can't do it by yourself.
So it's a game we play every week on the Spotlight called This or That. Nia, Dr. Allen, are you ready?
I'm nervous. I didn't know we was playing a game. Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
Apple or Android?
Oh, Apple.
Okay. Gospel or CCM? I got you.
I mean, I grew up, I'm Black, but no! I'll say gospel because I grew up Black Baptist, but I have a love and appreciation for both. I don't know if that was the answer, but I love and appreciate both for different reasons. But if I got to pick one, I'll say gospel.
I got it on the second question. I feel like I'm accomplished. Listen, praise team or choir?
Oh, I say praise team just because of my love for, I say praise team.
#1 single or the document?
Yikes. Oh, I don't know. How you gonna put those two against each other? No!
Both would have been a real good answer.
Both. Okay, I didn't know I could say both. Okay, cool. I was like, I can't say one over the other. That's not fair. Both, definitely both. I'm grateful for both. Yeah.
Nia, where can everybody find you on social media?
Yeah, Nia Allen Music across all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my website, Nia Allen Music. Check out, we have great merch there. So yeah, check it out. But Nia Allen Music on all platforms. I would love to stay connected with you all.
Absolutely. Everybody, you heard it here first. We're here with Nia Allen. Listen, stay tuned. We got some more coming back right here on the Spotlight. Let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Spotlight. Listen, that was the interview with Miss Nia Allen, the lovely, the beautiful Nia Allen. Y'all, #1. Listen, go check out her music. Go check out her social media. Listen, we're having a great time tonight right here on the Spotlight. I want to say shout outs to Kerry Douglas. Everybody, when you get a chance, send love his way. Send love his way. He up there handling business tonight. You know how the boss man do. You know how I do, handling business. But Kerry, we love you. We love you. Can't wait to see you back next week. But listen, we got an action-packed show, and we're going to keep it going tonight. Listen, the next person I want to bring up to the Spotlight, listen, all I got to say is he got a new project out called Kingdom Conversations, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Listen, without further ado, everybody, let's welcome to the spotlight. Put some clapping emojis up in the comments. Listen, coming up to the spotlight, Derek McDuffie.
How are you, sir?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. Now, I saw you had came up early. I was like, okay, we getting Derek a little bit early. That's all right. man. How you doing tonight, man?
Can't complain. The sun is out in Portland, Oregon, so it's a good day.
All right. Okay, now what brings you up there?
Jesus.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
So, man, can you tell us about you? How long have you been doing music, man?
Oh guys, it seems like all my life. I've classically trained. I started taking lessons around the age of 6. But then also I started my group at years ago. We used to be called Derek McDuffie and Jojo's Generation, back in late 90s, I would say. But then of course we changed the name back in 2013 as far as Kingdom Sound, Derek McDuffie and Kingdom Sound, and from then on, this is who we are. Who I am is I'm Kingdom. I guess that's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Old country boy from Mississippi, but I've been in the Northwest for 25 years now. Yeah.
Listen, it got to be a good story on how a good country boy from Mississippi got to Portland, Oregon. It got to be something you got to tell us now.
Oh gosh, that was It was a God move. Actually, there was a pastor came to preach my father's eulogy in 95, and he asked, what was I doing? I was like, nothing. And when you're grieving, people do small talk or whatever. And he called me back about a month later. It was like, I was serious about you moving to Portland and being a musician and minister of music. And I was like, let me pray about this. And I was like, God gave me the green light, and I went to the library because it's mid 90s. Internet wasn't that popular yet, so I was like, what's in Portland? Are Black people in Portland? But
Shando, bye.
Listen, there's a few of us here, but still, God has created a way for me to be here and to pave a way for gospel music in a sense. There's an artist that's been here, that was doing gospel music before me. He's now a pastor. But yeah, I'm grateful to be in the Northwest. It's totally different from the South, but at the same time, God is still God wherever you go. So I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely. How did the choir come together? Can you tell us about that?
It was a vision I had, but some of the OGs were actually students of mine in their high school. So I was their gospel choir teacher, and like community artists that would come in and play for their core choir, and from there just created a bond with a lot of them, and from there on, of course, adding other members from different churches in the city, but also now we have members in the Tacoma and Seattle area as well. So we're grateful, and I think I have one member in LA as well. So we're expanding.
Come on now, nationwide now.
Is on your side.
Now listen, hold on. We ain't gonna say that because they ain't sponsoring nothing. I want all residuals from that. Sure. Listen. All right. So you have a choir, and I'm asking everybody this because I feel like this is so near and dear to the gospel industry. Mm-hmm. How does it feel being one of the people on the front line with this choir renaissance happening in the gospel game today?
It actually feels great because for a minute everybody thought choir music had died, and it actually didn't. But at the same time, of course, what industry puts forth, you still have to make yourself known as much as possible and let God open the doors. At the end of the day, my pastor always told us your downtime is your prep time. So regardless of, even if you're not on the platform at the moment, still prepare as if you are on the platform. So when your time comes, you're ready. You're not getting ready, but you're already ready for the platform.
Absolutely, absolutely. Derek, what's next for you, man?
Listen, actually tonight we're actually doing a live stream concert. Like a pre-memorial thing, but also sort of after COVID things. We haven't actually done anything since the pandemic started, so we're excited to get back together, do like a small mini concert, but also for those in the city, we did a sort of invite only for a few people to be in the atmosphere, but also you can catch us online on our Facebook fan page. We're going to be streaming live from there, so those that want to catch us, see what we're doing.
So what can we expect from this tonight, man?
An outpouring. That's what we're believing God for. We're believing God for an outpouring, but also you can just see Kingdom Sound in its truest form, just us being us at the end of the day.
Listen, let's play one of the vids from Derek McDuffie. Listen, y'all do not want to miss this. He got the live recording tonight, the live stream. Listen, let's get it right here on the Spotlight. Let's do it.
Anybody want to go to heaven? Here we go. Sing Kingdom, sing heaven. Heaven, heaven. I'm going to make heaven. Come on, sing heaven. I love it. Come on, sing heaven. I'm going to make heaven. Come on, let's make it a big church choir here. Come on, sing heaven. I'm going to make Come on, sing heaven, heaven. That's where I'm going. I'm going to make And here's what we're going to do to walk. Where the half has never been told. Where the half has never been told. I'm going to make Now that you know the song, come on and sing along with us. Come on, sing heaven. I'm going to make Come on, say it again, sing heaven. I'm going to make Now let's take it back to the ring to walk the streets. Where the half has never been told. To walk the streets. Where the half has never been told. Come on, let's take it up. I love it. Where the half has never been told. Come on and walk with us. Where the half has never been told.
Listen now. I was getting my choir bump on right there. I know y'all going there tonight now. Y'all got to give us some classic choir moves now.
We're going to try.
Yo, that was Derek McDuffie. Derek, where can we find you on all social media platforms, man?
Derek McDuffie on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Just type in my name, Derek McDuffie. Derek McDuffie and Kingdom Sound on Facebook as well. Derek McDuffie and Kingdom Sound on Instagram as well. So anywhere you can look me up, look us up. We're there.
Y'all, he got the live concert tonight. You do not want to miss this. Make sure you tap in with him. Derek, we appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Thank you so much. Love you too, guy.
Absolutely. Listen, everybody, the Spotlight has been an action-packed night. Listen, I feel like it's about to go to another level. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I need you to tag everybody right now. Tag them right now. We are on our last artist right now. Listen, I'm excited for him. I'm excited. That's all I'm saying. Listen, this man right here is one of the well-known gospel choir pioneers right now. Listen, he doing the doggone thing right now. He got songs like Undefeated. No one can defeat him, you say. No one can take his place. Come on. Listen, y'all ain't ready for that, and he's been good. He got singles like that. He's shutting it down from the north, south, east, and the west. I want y'all to go ahead, put your hands together in the comments. Welcome up, Kenny Lewis. Hold on, unmute your mic. Cause we just talking. Kenny, unmute your mic. While we working this thing out, we working it out. Y'all, Kenny Lewis is on the line. Y'all got to be excited for this. That's all I'm saying. We working out these technicalities and technical difficulties. All right, he's gonna go out, come back in. I feel like I need to go ahead and give a better introduction, because I mean this is gonna be good right here. This gonna be good right here. Y'all, we got Kenny Lewis coming back up. This is gonna be good. I'm telling you. Tag everybody right now. We're good to go. Kenny, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Reverend.
Yes, sir. Kenny, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great, Jeff. Man, you missed your calling, brother. You have been a comedian all night.
Listen, I might try to stand up in front of some folks, but they throw some tomatoes at me. But we're gonna have some issues or something.
It's gonna be my fault because I kicked it off, right?
Man, how you been feeling tonight, man?
Man, I have been well, man. I have enjoyed the show, man. I tune in to you guys at least every week or every other week, man. You guys are doing an awesome job, my brother. And I'm glad to be here.
Appreciate it, man. Listen, I want to talk about you, man, because you've been tearing it up, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
undefeated. He's been good. I mean, every time we type in Kenny Lewis on YouTube, I'm talking about it ain't nothing but high energy. And then, I mean, the fruits of your labor are just being rewarded right now. How does that feel, man?
Man, it feels amazing, Jeff. Real talk, man, because a lot of people say, hey, don't put an album out during the pandemic. You know, and it's been out 5 months now, man, and it has been the biggest album of our career. So God has been faithful, man. I tell anybody it is vital and important to trust God and be led through His calling on your life.
Absolutely. Kenny, can you talk to us and tell us about your musical influences? What got you into doing choir music? What got you into gospel?
Well, I was born into a family of singers, man. My mom had 10 siblings and all of them sang. So all their kids sang or sang and played. So I had no choice. But around the age of 13, 14, I began to write songs. And there was just no feeling like writing gospel, good news, encouraging, inspiring people, giving people a sense of hope where there was none, man. And so gospel is what I know, man. I've been doing it all of my complete life.
Absolutely. And so you are from Chi-Town, right?
Chi-Town in the building.
Hey, Chi-Town. Now y'all got a rich history of gospel music. Can you tell us about the music circuit up there?
We do, man. You know, Milton Bronson and Tops Community Singers, Ricky Dillard, Percy Gray, Darius Brooks. There's so many, man, that come, and a host of musicians that come out of Chicago. But the good thing is that a lot of people have been very encouraging to me throughout my career. Being from a choir city, sometimes it had been hard to kind of shine through, but I'm one that I hate boxes. I love, tonight you guys talked about CCM and Quartet and Urban. I love all of that, man. And even with this project, I call it a one-stop shop. There's something for everybody on this one.
Absolutely. Now, I know you're going to be humble, and you just said all the names and the rich history. I know you're going to be humble. How does it feel Kenny Lewis been added to the history, man? You keeping it going, you keeping it alive, man.
It feels great, man. I mean, the accolades and things like that it's great, man. newfound fan base. It's great. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Jeff, man. The dopest thing for me has been the DMs, the emails, how the music has encouraged. Real talk, no made up stuff, man, no fluff. People going through cancer, going through chemo, in the hospital, going through COVID. All I did was listen to your album. Those things, man, matter to me, and it's times like that when you feel like giving up. Like, man, I'm tired of this music game. That will inspire me as an artist to keep it going.
Man, I appreciate you going OT with us. You don't mind going OT with us a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Okay.
All right. So I heard you earlier. You said people said don't put out an album during the pandemic. So can you talk to us about the decision to do that?
The odd thing is that, man, my manager, have to shout him out, Ronnie Moore. He had the idea to bring a whole video team in to video the recording, which was done the end of 2019. And so when we got ready to release the music, everybody was at home. Everybody was at the crib. So all they had was the internet. And we have a video for every song that was on the album, man. So it went to a whole new level because all we were doing was sitting at home chilling, and I'm grateful for that, man, because people are like, no, this is not the right time. This is not the right season, man. But I've been doing this 20 years now. And this is my 5th album. A lot of people don't know this. I'm an independent artist now. I've been on the labels, but I decided to push my own imprint, Pure Sound Music Group. Got the national distribution, man. Things just began to fall into place, man. And then here, next thing you know, videos, millions of views. And so, brother, I'm grateful, man. Grateful and humble that people would still embrace what I do.
Did you feel different when everything started happening? I mean, it was just like, man, it just took off like that. I mean, how did you feel?
It did take off, because what I had to, I did to go a different route. I love choir music, but as I stated, I love all kind of gospel music. And I think the approach, if you're going to do a quartet song, it has to have the quartet approach. If you do an urban song and we dance and we groove, it has to have a different approach. It can't have the same churchy approach. So I strategically had all these songs and how I wanted to present it. But sometimes, people won't accept the abnormal. As a choir, you're supposed to only do music like this. So for people to really embrace it, man, that did my heart good. I say this music freed me because I got a chance to do music that I wanted to do. Music from life experiences. You know what I mean? So it was definitely music from the heart.
I've been asking everybody this, and I'm so glad you're on. How does it feel being on the front line of this choir renaissance, man?
I never looked at it like that, but I understand the question, because a lot of times we, said that choir music had left, and I think that I don't believe that it really left. I believe that radio and things began to change, and all we would hear was praise and worship music. But their choir music has still been living. I just think it's resurfacing to the forefront now. And how I feel about me being a part of, man, I love that, man, because I stayed true to what I love. A lot of times we'll try to conform to what's popular or what's the thing that we think is the thing at the moment, but I stayed true to who I was. So being a part of this movement is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, y'all. We are online. We are on the line with Kenny Lewis. He got a dope project out. Listen, I just want to talk about my favorite song, "Undefeated." Now,
okay,
that's my song. That's my joint right there. Listen, how did that come about right there?
Man, it was crazy because I wrote that in parts, and that's generally how I write. I keep my phone on me, and I sing something in it, but I wanted to, I tell people this, a lot of people ask me about that song. I wanted to be the bridge or the liaison to bring in the praise and worship, the choir, the musicians who like good music, and a feel-good song with a dope or positive message. So the strategic vision for that song was to bring everybody. It didn't matter what you like. or what you into, that everybody could kind of be this meeting ground for undefeated.
Listen, Kenny, what you got next, man? What you got next for the people?
Man, I'm just glad the world is trying to open back up. People had just been booking me and not the group, and not the group, and I understood it, but the world is starting to open back up, man. So they're thinking we're still being careful. We did a big virtual concert, man, that God had just blessed, man, over 24 hours. It was like 40,000 views. Man, I am just so appreciative, my brother. So a lot of things are opening up, man, and we're planning strategically and still being safe until this thing is out of here, because I'm sick of it. Huh?
Yeah? Huh? He said he's vaccinated. He said, y'all go get vaccinated, do what you got to do, because he ready to get out the house.
Brother, I got mine back in March. Yes, sir.
He's vaccinated.
Hey.
Shut up. Listen, let's go into one of the music videos from Kenny Lewis. I pray it's undefeated, y'all. I pray it is. But listen, let's get to some music right here from Kenny Lewis on the Spotlight. Let's do it.
Can I get a witness? Can I hear from you? You said. Can I get a witness? Can I hear from you? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I hear from you? Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands. Tell somebody, say I can't hold. God's been good to me. Say I can't hold. God's been good to me. Tell somebody, I can't hold. I can't hold. I can't hold it. God's been good to me. 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 Everybody clap your hands. Tell somebody, you can't tell it. God, you can't tell it. You can't tell it. God, you can't tell it. Hey, God's been good to me. 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 Hey, you can't tell it. You can't tell it. You can't tell it. You can't tell it.
All right, y'all. That was Kenny Lewis featuring Charles Jenkins, but he's been good. Listen, there was a wise prophet that said, can I get a witness? Can I hear from you, Kenny? Come on now, man. You something else with that pen. Kenny still on?
I'm still here, man.
He's still on. Kenny, you something else with that pen, man.
You know what? I can't take credit for that one. I hit Pastor Charles Jenkins up. I said, yo, man, I want you to be a part of this record. He said, man, I've always wanted to work. So he sent me that song, and I thought it was a dope song because I wanted one of those sing-along, old-school church. And I think he is an absolute genius at that. And I said, man, I just want to kind of put my stamp on it a little bit. He said, let's make it happen. So, man, it was a pleasure working with Charles Jenkins.
Awesome. Y'all, we had Kenny Lewis on. Listen, my night is so much better now. That's all I'm saying. Kenny, where can we find you on all social media accounts, man?
Yes, sir. Twitter, Facebook, Kenny Lewis and One Voice. Instagram, Kenny Lewis O as in Oliver, V as in Victor. Kenny Lewis OV. You can find everything that we're doing on all your media platforms.
Y'all, everybody show some love one more time to Kenny Lewis. Much success, brother. Much success, brother.
Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all, it has been an action-packed night. Y'all, give me my theme music now. Produce tech.
Pastor Mike.
Moving. Y'all got the move now. You got the move. You got the move. I can't end without hearing it. I can't end without hearing it now. Y'all, it's been an action-packed night. We have had so many dope guests coming on, and I am just so elated. I'm ecstatic and excited for the futures. Listen, Jojo Martin, Luther Barnes, Nia Allen, Derek McDuffie, and Kenny Lewis. Listen, I tell you this every week. I need you guys. Listen, this is what I need you to do. Make sure you text gospel to 39970 so you can stay up to date with everything going on. I need you to go ahead and download Kerry Douglas's Gospel Mix 11. Now, Kerry Douglas Gospel Mix 11, streaming on all platforms. Stream that. Listen, check your boy out every weekday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. I had a brain fart right there. Listen, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday on the Gospel Mix Praise Party on your number one source for gospel and inspiration. That is Gospel Mix Radio. Make sure you download the Gospel Mix Radio app so you can go ahead and see what it's all about. That's all I'm saying. Listen, until next week, I love y'all. Y'all, until then, when we get right back here on the spotlight. Listen, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Eat some potato salad, some hot dogs, some salmon, some hamburgers for your boy. Yes, sir. I see you then.
Pastor Mike Jr., you have done an amazing job with the Stellars. 7 nominations.
Call me back
for the Stellar Awards. Man, it's been a great opportunity working with you.
God loves you, man.
And I'm just saying, congratulations.
Yeah. Put respect on my name if you don't know. It's PNJ.
It's a Flavor Boy exclusive.
Long nights turn to early mornings. I hate to see you leave, but we done mourning. I done been through so much pain that it feel normal. Now it's hard to celebrate cause I'm used to karma. I don't want nobody help. At the same time, I can't do this by myself. OMG, yeah, SMH, I still can't believe you really chose me, yeah. I still don't understand why you love me like you do. How you cheering in the stands when I'm fouling like I'm crazy and I'm shooting 0 for 10. You still put me in. That's crazy. The council culture's full of vultures. They say they love you but don't support you. Do they best to try to ignore you. They can't. No, they can't. Early in the morning when I rise, yeah. Grab my heart and look up to the sky, yeah. Thanking my God that I'm still alive, yeah. I'm grateful. Early in the morning when I rise, yeah. Grab my heart and look up to the sky, yeah. Thanking my God that I'm still alive, yeah. I'm grateful. I got the vision like 2 dots with a line in the middle. Had to subtract the fake just to protect my mental. Add a little swag just to up my principle. He increased my reach, it's a whole lot bigger. I'm that boy that you all should fear. I'll be sure that it's all good hair. Blessings so big, they just got blank stares. 7 nominations, I'm doing pretty well. Thank my mother and I thank my father. KD, you took my dream and you pushed like no other. Baby girl, you held it down and it's your turn now. And Rock City had my back when the world knocked me down. And even when that day come and they don't call my name, I'ma give him glory cause I thank him for the change he made in my life and I'll never be the same. Never be the same. I'm from that city where they don't play, but I go, we go. Praying for my amigos got me feeling like I'm Quavo. City on my back cause I gotta feed my people. And pride and never really let them see you as they equal. Favor on my life so you know I got the cheat code. I'm not them and I'm not you so I'm stuck here in the middle. Pain got a way to really make you check your ego. It made me reach for you though. The council culture's full of vultures. They say they love you but don't support you. Do they best to try to ignore you. They can't. No, they can't. Early in the morning when I rise, yeah. Grab my heart and look up to the sky, yeah. Thanking my God that I'm still alive, yeah. I'm grateful. Early in the morning when I rise, yeah. Grab my heart and look up to the sky, yeah. Thanking my God that I'm still alive, yeah. I'm grateful.